Hello everybody, and welcome back to Oakbridge. I've got these over from the last episode. Now, there's two big sewing contracts, but there's only 10 hours to do it. And they're 30 acres. I don't know if a worker can do that with that, and whether it would be beneficial financially. So I've picked up a wood contract because I'm going to test out our new JCB. But I want something with tension straps that we can lift the wood with in a bigger, heavier weight, basically. And that's not it, because it won't connect to that. There's a reason why I've got a selection of things. So let's see if we can connect to that. That looks like a no. That looks like a no. One more. Oops. My little trailer's getting in the way. Plan is today is to move the sawmill. I want to put it under a cover to keep all of the wood. Oh dear, that's not working either. Okay, put it under a cover. That's probably the more useful. Let's give that a risky lease. I mean, that's the most expensive thing here that I've picked up. Let's see if that'll work. It's been a while since I've actually recorded for this series. I've been catching up with the Hootam Pantais, and there's been a few changes. We've just, at the time of recording, we've just had 1.7 patch out. Where am I going? Into the centre. It's probably best if I just see you over there, because 12 mile an hour is going to be a bit long, isn't it? And I can explain when we're there. Yes, that makes more sense. Well, eventually we got here. It's a brand new bit of equipment here. I mean, we're skint. I can't actually afford to put in the sawmill or the shed, although maybe let's not rule out the possibility that I might be able to actually. I have got pallets of wood that we can sell if I need to, and the sawmill is fairly empty. However, there's wood chip in there that needs to be moved as well. I think it's 4 trees, so we'll spin it around. That's hopefully. Okay. So what was I saying? Yes, updates. We've had some pretty interesting stuff on the changelog. I think I've only had a quick whiz through, but they've disabled removing the fence on the animal pastures, which is interesting because there are now fenceless husbandries, so that doesn't make sense. The excuse was that it was too difficult to rebuild when entering the game, hence your animals go for a wander. Let's get maybe that. Oh no, don't do this. Don't you dare. Hey, I'm gonna have to go in. Ah, 4 meters. I'm gonna have to risk it with the first one, and I'll guess the size in. 259, 285, right. No. No point with that. Oh, I suppose. What if I stand that side this time? There we go. That's liftable. That's 8 meters though. That's going to be way too long. Way too long. Oh, so that's the back end. That'll be the front. Oh, come on. That was stupid. That's not been fixed. Let's pop that in for measuring stick. Yeah, we can go bigger than that if we need to. Right, now that can come out. Drag these out. Let's start with the first one, see if it works and how fiddly it'll be. That could be picked up because that's a tiny one. Drop that straight in. Arch it back a bit so I've got room for bending and turning. Too heavy. Oh, that one's not. So those two, we would normally have to cut them down, but I'm hoping it should be simple enough just to pick up. No, that one. And drop straight in. Hello. Oh. Maybe go straight over it then. This might be a £2,000 investment. Oops. Might be a little untidy, but I'm willing to persist with it. I'm trying not to go on there. That looks like a seed bed. That seems okay. A little nudge. Oh yes. I'll have to pull it down to nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right. I'll come back to you. I'm not going to speed up through this, there's no point. This actually works really well. The trailer now, I mean this is only 4 trees, the trailer is looking a little bit oh, that's perfect. Let's get that strapped. That's perfect. Yeah, the trailer's looking a little bit small for it, but and I had to cut them in that field down there, which is a little bit tricky, but not to worry. You basically, once you've got your sizing, you get two that you can't fit, basically, that you can't pick up. The rest of them you can. But that's 4 trees in. Go from that bit, so I'm not getting too close. Oh, I'm getting a bit higher than me. That's quite a long one. Try and rest that one in. We can go from the other side now as well. What else has been going on? The animal pasture thing's quite annoying, but we have got the fenceless husbandries, so I'm thinking we can just go ahead and put our areas in wherever we want. Nice. and that grapple worked really well. Ooh, that one is sticking out a bit, doesn't it? Right, so I don't think we've got any hills to go up. Should be fine. I'm not impressed with our greenhouse, so once that's run out or just created something, I'm going to ditch that. That is going to be our wood production area. Possibly all of the productions might go up that end, I'm thinking. And maybe keep the animals down around the dairy. Because we want goats. In fact, yeah, we definitely could put goats in there now. Even if I put another fence around just to keep them in. Maybe once we've gone to a harvest, we might. Thinking we might be able to make pig food, but then we could just buy it in and see how we go on. This is doing alright. Nice little local job. Lovely. Although we got the hill at the back, we can have goats there, can't we? Or sheep. That might be worth looking at. I did sort of want to get this field to put the sheep in. Ooh, hello. We get something. Let's turn it that way. Right, I can't put this in the wood thing yet. Let's keep this out. I have put that a little bit close, haven't I? And I've left those pallets exactly where I mean that's money's worth of wood chips, really, isn't it? We should keep hold of that realistically. We could just go and grab a bit of treasure to then put the stuff in, or we could take this up and sell it. Because this is the space it's going in, and I'm not sure yet which trailer trailer, shed. I'm putting it in. What time is it? 3 o'clock. It's going to start getting dark soon. Don't really want to be putting it. I want to put it in this episode as well. Ooh. See? Let's bang it right up there. I don't mind getting rid of these and putting some other greenhouses in, if I'm honest. I'm a little bit disappointed with it. Although, we've got produce. Now that changes everything. We've not quite got the spring onion or the Napa cabbage out, or the lettuce, but let's just stop a few bits. Chili peppers, stop. No. What's happened there? Not visit. Stop. Garlic, stop. Lettuce, carry on that, carry on. Strawberries, stop. Tomatoes, stop. Get that shut. Right. So, what comes first? The sawmill or the shed? Have you got... We've already took that one. Oh, we know there's one on the front though, isn't there? That'll give us 16 grand, that should be enough. Shouldn't it? Yeah? There is that little thing there, got that. And it's all getting invested straight back in anyway. Right. Let's save it, because this could go horribly wrong. And more often than not, it does go horribly wrong. Let's start with... I feel like I've got to put the shed in first. But we can't, because we need to know what size. Although that is the space, isn't it? So the shed's going to come out round about there. Let's just risk it. We can just come back out and go again if it don't work, can't we? Need somewhere quite open. Quite old looking. That's 10 grand. That's quite a lot. It almost looks perfect though, doesn't it? I've got something like that cheaper. See, I'm wondering if we could... That might fit over it. But I like all the extras that comes with that. To be fair, that is going to stick out quite a bit, but it's got... That won't work. 7 grand. I think I prefer it more open. Because you've got to drive up to it as well. Oh, that's huge. Put all the productions underneath that. Is that too big? I'm not going to be putting solar panels on. Why is this? Hello, 2.5. It's way too small. Too small. That's dirt cheap and very much old school. I tell you what, that's not a bad shout. That's going to be pretty much big enough. We'd need more. I really liked that, but you need to be able to drive up to it. That is an interesting proposition because we could put it on the front, but you've got to get around the other side. I think that might be the best option. At 9 grand, just because it's open. I mean, that's almost perfect, but we've not got the monies for that. You got to remember, you got to be able to get in to get the pallets out as well as get in to deliver. If that was only open, that would be perfect. If that was open sided. To be fair, that's not bad. If you could fit it right in the middle, you would have to back up into it though. Old school hay shed. Go back to the, if we did bang it in the middle, what was I looking at? Right in the middle of there. Potentially works. There. That's going to stick out quite far, but what was the £9 one again? It's just, although, I mean, that's well cheap, isn't it? And you just fit it in the middle. You're going to lose a bit of that grass out the front. Risk it. Might leave us enough just to try and squeeze it in. Da 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 da. Which one was it? That's the one we've got. What does that one do? Stick with what we got. Play it safe. If we go right in the middle. Because that's flattened down now. That hopefully won't bleed through. Rusty, but trusty. I mean, we actually could put it there, drop it off on the side. And then keep that in there. That might work a lot better actually. Yeah. Yeah. But if we could do that, then such a cheap shed though, wasn't it? It was such a good price shed, £3,500. Yeah, and have a look. Pretty impressed with my own work there, if I'm honest. First time. I mean, we can do a bit of work there to keep that down. Pathway up and around. Might have to lose a bit of this, but that's not a problem if we did. We'll probably pass up anyway. We could also put a nice drop. That's the only way to test it, I suppose. Proof is in the pudding, isn't it? Let's see if we can get up and in there. I'd be very surprised if I've managed to knock that out first time. I have to be honest. Need to put a water point in for greenhouses if we're having them up here. So we're going to be best to have the greenhouses up here. But I think we'll go for some rustic looking greenhouses. Homemade. We can smooth all of this out and do a bit of landscaping as is required, but to basically say this is a drop off, what's going on? That was ground deformation as well. Hello. Hello. Manage production point is, don't tell me it's the other side. There it is. We can afford to lose that, to be honest. I'm a little bit shocked with my own work there. That can probably go next episode, really. Get all of them out of the way. Need to move that. We've got all that space there. Let's have a look at the greenhouses that I was looking at. I'm thinking, but we'll have a few of them, so oops. Of course, we're at the bottom, which makes them really hard to get to. These. Little foil tunnel. I mean, we can have a little selection of them here, can't we? We can fill our boots with these. Just made from all the old rustic bits that we've got knocking around. We could actually put a little greenhouse section up here, couldn't we? Where they're going to be getting a bit more sun. Probably makes a bit more sense, I would say. And we're definitely going to lose a bit of that for words have failed me. We're going to lose a bit of this field, but that's not too big an issue because we've basically created a field. Snow's still knocking around. And then I'm thinking we can maybe put the goats in here now. Have we got the... They're quite big actually. Can't quite see the angles that are being marked out, but that's the front, that's the back. But we can bring that out slightly. Oh, we can totally put it in there. And put our goats in there. But if we bought a bit of land like this, it would need a bit of flat ground though, that's the only problem there. We could have goats out around these bits. I don't know if we can buy this patch. But then we've got them out. We can put a fence in if we want. I sort of want to give that a go. What's it going to do to the fencing though? Just give it a go. Because we can pull it all the way down to here, can't we? But we can't put trees in, can we? Or can we? I'll have a little play around with that off camera because we're running out of time. I'm calling that a very successful episode myself. Let's claim the money for that. Oh, I've got a fertiling contract to claim as well. There's an extra 1,000 in the bank as well as that 600. Well. One of them can get bought. I'm calling that great success. I do hope you've enjoyed watching the episode. If you have, please drop us a like. If you're not subscribed yet, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, any mods you've seen that might be good in this series, feel free to put in the comments section below. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye for now.